Now you can see here we have different type of routers are there. Like for example, I have router 1, I have router 2, and I have router 3. I choose three type of different routers here. 19441 series, 2901 series, and 2911 series. I am giving them name R1, R2, and R3. I am using switch for the connectivity, switch 1, switch 2, and I have two client machines in the network 1. I have two client machines in this network. Okay, let's connect the serial adapter in the routers and go to the router, turn off routers, and you can add serial ports over here. Click on the router. Same for this router also I am doing. Turn off the router, add serial port, and switch on the router. Last router also we have same thing. Turn off the router, add serial port, and turn on the router. Now my serial adapters are added in the router. Now you can see here I am going to use connect serial cable, serial DTE cable, clock speed cable I am going to use here. Serial DT, you can see here which option I am using, serial 0/1/0. I will select this port, and in second router I will use serial 0/0/0. Same thing I am doing here, serial 0/0/1 second port to this router, serial 0/0/1. Now I did connectivity here. You can see I use serial 0/1/0. This side I use serial 0/0/0. This side I use serial 0/0/1, and here I use 0/0/1. Okay, after that I have to connect my internal networks with the help of switch. Then I am using straight cable here. On this router I have two ports, gigabyte 0/0 and gigabyte 0/1. It can be anything, fast Ethernet also it can be there, fiber optic there, serial it can be there, but right now in my router which port I have, gigabyte 0/0 and gigabyte 0/1. Select this, connect to the routers, so switches. Same thing, gigabyte 0/0 to switch. Now I have connected this, and I will connect my client machine to the switch for the connectivity. In client machine also I will use straight cable. Here I will use fast Ethernet 0 to fast Ethernet 0/2, fast Ethernet 0 to fast Ethernet 0/2, fast Ethernet 0 to fast Ethernet 0/2, fast Ethernet 0 to fast Ethernet 0/3. Here I using gigabyte 0/0 adapter, and here also I am using gigabyte 0/0 adapter. Okay, now I am going to give the IP address to my networks. For example, this is my first network. So this is my first network. Okay, you can see here this is my first network, and I have IP address for this network. I am giving IP address 10.0.0.0 network /8 I am using. If I want to use 192 series, I can use 192 series also, 172 series also. It is depend on me which series I want to use. Now I have second network. You can see here I have second network here. This is my second network. This is my second network. There I have my router. I have my third network. third network I have. Okay, for this network I am giving network ID 20.0.0.0/8. Okay, for this network I am using 30.0/0/0/8. Okay, you can see my adapters are there. This is my serial adapter this side. I have 0/0/ this side, 0/0/1 this side, and this. Then I have one more network here. It is my okay. I have a small network here. Okay, this is my network I have, and this is my router. Okay, and for I am using here 40.0.0.0/8. This is network 1, network 2, network 3, network 4. Now what is my task? I want to send my traffic or from PC0 to PC2 or PC1 to PC3. Then I will just change the name for them. CL1, I am using client 1, client 2, client 3, and client 4. Now I want to send packet from where client 1 to client 2. It is my same network, then it will work. But I want to send traffic from client 1 to client 3. For that we have to create the connectivity, and to create that connectivity I have to use this router, and I have to use one routing method. Okay, let's configure the IP address first, then we will start the routing. Then IP address, I will go to the router. Then you can say no command first, enable configuration terminal command. Okay, here I have to first use host name. I am using R1, router 1. Now here I want to configure the IP address. Then I will go to the first gigabyte Ethernet, right? You can see here I have two interfaces are there, gigabyte 0/0 and serial 0/1/0. Then if you want to give them IP address, I want to give IP address here 10.0.0.1 for the gigabyte 0/0. For PC I want to give IP address .2 and .3. Okay, here I want to use 20.0.0.1, and this side I want to use 20.0.0.2. Here I want to use 30.0.0.1. Here I am using 30.0.0.2. Here I am using 40.0.0.1 for the gigabyte interface, for this .2 and for this .3. These are my interfaces I have, and these are the IP addresses I am using here. Okay, you can see now I have the different IP addresses I am using for my interface. Okay, now let's configure the IP address. I am going to router 1. First we will configure gigabyte 0/0. Then I am using command interface fast Ethernet interface gigabyte Ethernet 0/0 IP address 10.0.0.1, subnet mask 255.0.0.0, no shutdown command. Okay, then I have second interface. I am using interface serial 0/1/0 IP address 20.0.0.1, 255.0.0.0, no shutdown command, and clock rate 64,000 I am using here. This basic configuration I did. Exit, save configuration with do wr command. You can see here 20.1, 10.1. Now I will go for the router 2. On router 2 you can go CLI mode, no command, enable configuration terminal, host name we have to give R2. Then we have to configure the interface. First interface I have on the router 2, I have two interface there, 0/0/0 and 0/0/1. Then I want to go configure 0/0/0 first with the IP address 20.2. Then you can see interface serial 0/0/0 IP address. I'm using IP address 20.0.0.2, 255.0.0.0, no shutdown command, and I have to set clock rate 64,000. Okay. Then I want to go for the second interface, interface serial 0/0/1, IP address 30.0.0.1, 255.0.0.0, no shutdown, clock rate 64,000 I am setting. Interface serial 0/0/1, clock rate 64,000 you can set. Exit to save configuration, do write command. Now I am going to close this. You can see this interface is up and this interface is up. Now I want to go for this interface. Okay, here then I have to start the interface, router 3. Router 3, no command, enable configuration terminal, host name R3 command. Okay, then I have to go to the interface. Now you can check, we have the interface here, serial 0/0/1 we are using here, and gigabyte 0/0. Then let's configure with serial gigabyte first, and I am using command here, interface gigabyte 0/0, IP address 40.0.0.1, 255.0.0.0, no shutdown command. Then I want to go for serial interface, interface serial 0/0/1, IP address command. Now after adding IP address, I want to use what? IP address 30.0.0.2, 255.0.0.0, no shutdown command. Exit. I want to set clock rate also, interface serial, it is take automatically because I have DC cable, interface serial 0/0/1, clock rate 64,000. You will get error, it will show already is apply. In DC cable, if you are applying clock rate in one side, it is automatically applicable for the next side. Okay, now you can see here my all parts are up. Now I want to check the connectivity in between my networks. Like for example, this is my 10 network. In 10 network I have to give IP address for the first client machine also, desktop IP configuration 10.0.0.2, 10.0.0.1 is my gateway. Here desktop IP configuration 10.0.0.3, 10.0.0.1 is my gateway. Router is my gateway. Okay, for this network, this interface, gigabyte interface, it is my gateway. Now this network 40.2, 40.0.0.1 is my gateway. This gigabyte interface is my gateway. Configuration 40.0.0.3, 40.0.0.1 is my gateway. Okay, now you can see the connectivity. I am just taking this packet. Okay, I am going to send packet here to here. ping 10.0.0.1. I will check router connectivity. I am able to communicate. And I will check my second machine communication. It is working. That means this network is working fine. What about this network? From here to here I am able to ping or not, I want to check. Command from ping 40.0.0.1. I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate my router, and I am able to communicate my second machine or second client. Yes, I am able to communicate. And that means this network is also working fine. Now I want to check now this network from this serial 0/0/0. So 0/1/0 to serial 0/0/0. I am able to communicate or not. Means from this router I have to check the connectivity. For the exit I am using ping command 20.0.0.2. I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to successfully able to communicate. Okay. Now from this router also I want to check I am able to communicate from here to here and here to here or not. Then let's configure exit command ping 20.0.0.1. We are able to communicate. Yes, and this side I have 30.0.0.2. I am able to communicate. Yes, means from here to here I can communicate. I can able to communicate from here to here, and now here to here also I can communicate. You can see ping ping 30.0.0.1. I am able to communicate. Means you can see here I can able to send packets from here to here. I can send able to packets from here to here. I can send packets from here to here. I can send packets from here to here. Okay, these things I can do it, but I am not able to send packet from this machine to this machine. Okay, we can check this. We can able to send or not. I am just going to use command from ping 40.0.0.2. I am able to communicate. No, my maximum my packet is going to till 10.0.1. After that my packets are not going. For that I have to configure the static routing. Now in static routing you can see here this router have two faces, right side and left side, right side and left side, right side and left side, right? Now if I want to send packets from here to here, they are already going. That's why for this network this is not my gateway. My actual gateway configuration start from where? From the routers. Then router 1, if I want to send traffic from router 1, then my all router 1 traffic will go with the help of interface serial 0/0/0. Then whatever IP address is there, it is my gateway. This for router 3, my router 3 all traffic will go from the interface, this interface serial 0/0/1. This is my gateway for router 3, and you can see here I have router 2. My all traffic will go from, if I want to send this side traffic, then my traffic will go from where? This interface serial 0/1/0. If I want to send this side, then I will use serial 0/0/1, and in that interface whatever IP address we have, we can use that IP address as a gateway address, or second option we have, we can directly use the interface. Let's start configure IP route. Now I want to send packets from 10 to 40, then 40 is my destination. Okay, I want to send from 10 to 30, 30 is my destination. Okay, for this network I want to send from 40 to 10, that is my 10 is my destination for 40 network, and 40 to 20, that is my 20 is my destination. Let's configure from router 1 to router 3 side, means from here to here. Then for this router what is my destination network? 40. Let's configure then. Configuration terminal, I am using IP route command, IP route destination network 40.0.0.0. I am not using specific IP address here. I am using network here 40.0.0. Destination subnet mask 255.0.0.0, and I am using my gateway here. You can see what is my gateway, 20.2. Either you can use 20.0.0.2 is my gateway. Either I can use the number, or I can either use directly interface also, serial 0/0/0 0/0. This is my gateway. This I can use it. You can see it is working. The interface type number we have to give. We will use right now IP address 20.0.0.2. Okay, this is my network I have. Then now second destination network I have 30. 40 is done. Now I want to send packets in which network? 30 network. Then you can see here same command I am using here, IP route destination network is 30.0.0.0, subnet mask destination subnet mask 255.0.0.0, and destination gateway I have 20.0.0.2. okay, this is my gateway, because my traffic is going from this router, and for this router always this is my gateway. Okay, now if my traffic is going from this router, for this router 30.2 is gateway and 20.1 is gateway. For this router 30.1 is gateway. Now I will use this router 3 configuration terminal command, IP route. I am using routing. Destination network is what? 10.0.0.0, destination subnet mask 255.0.0.0, and gateway. Now my all traffic from here to here it is going, but from here to, if I want to go outside, then 30.1 is the gateway. Then I am using 30.1 is my gateway, 30.0.0.1 is my gateway. Now I am able to communicate 10, but I am not able to communicate 20. For that also I want to add the route. Then I will add 20 route here, IP route 20.0.0.0, subnet mask 255.0.0.0, gateway is same 30.0.0.1. Means whatever traffic is coming from that side, it will come from with the help of 30.1. And if it's going, then it will go from the 20.2. This router configuration is done, this router configuration is done, but this router is still not aware about the gateways and destinations. Then I will add destinations here and gateway here. See here, first destination I have 10, then configuration terminal, this side right hand side destination or the left hand side destination, IP route, I have IP address here, destination IP address 10.0.0.0 network, 255.0.0.0 is my gateway. Now in this, if my traffic is coming from here to here, then what is my gateway? 20.0.0.1 is my gateway. Then I am adding here 20.0.0.1 is my gateway. Now I want to go for that side, IP route 40.0.0.0, 255.0.0.0 is my subnet mask, and for this network, what is my gateway? 30.2 is my gateway. Then 30.2 is my gateway. Done. You can see now my all things are done. I will just now use the command ping command here. See, go to the terminal. Now I will test the 11 ping IP address. Ping. First I will check I am able to communicate my router or not, my destination, sorry, my gateway 10.0.0.1. I am able to communicate, yes. Ping 20.0.0.1. I am able to communicate, yes, right. Then I will communicate my destination, router 1 destination, or sorry, gateway 20.2. I am able to communicate, yes. I will try to 30.1. I am able to communicate 30.1, yes. I want to try with 30.2. I am able to communicate, yes. That means I am able to communicate now all networks. Now I want to communicate actual my destination 40.1. 40.0.0.1 is my gateway. So destination, it is working, yes. And if I want to send for specific 20.2, I am working, yes. And 20.3, it is working, no. 40.3 I am not able to ping. Okay, now it is pinging. My 40.3 also I am able to ping. Now you can see from this side, I will use this side ping command. 10.0.0.1 able to ping, yes, I'm able to ping my destination. 10.2 I'm able to ping, yes, and 10.3 I'm able to ping. Okay, not yet, but it will also work. First packet will get failed, but second will work. Okay, yes, it is I'm able to communicate. With the help of this basic static routing, I'm able to send packets from here to here and here to here. Okay, this is static routing we have. Now if I'm going for second method of static routing, you can see here router 1, router 2, router 3. I am using switch 1 here, switch 2 here. Okay. Now I am communicating with the help of serial cable or cross cable. Now I will just use the cross cable. Gigabyte 0/0 to gigabyte 0/0, gigabyte 0/1 to gigabyte 0/1. Okay, here I am using straight cable, gigabyte 0/1 to switch fast Ethernet 0/1, gigabyte 0/0 to switch fast Ethernet 0/1. Now I have desktops here, desktop 1, desktop 2, desktop 1, desktop 2. Okay, now I will communicate with them with the help of straight cable, fast Ethernet 0 to switch 2, fast Ethernet 0 to switch port 3, fast Ethernet 0 to switch port 2, fast Ethernet 0 to switch port 3. Okay, same I am using interface now, gigabyte 0/0. Okay, this is my interface I am using here. This side also I am using gigabyte 0/0. This side I am using gigabyte 0/1. This side I am using gigabyte 0/1. Here I am using gigabyte 0/0. Here I am using gigabyte 0/0. Sorry, I am doing mistake here. I am using 0/1 here. Okay, 0/1, 0/0. You can see if you click, if you just keep your cursor here, you can get the ports. 0/1. Here also we have gigabyte 0/1 to 0/1, and this is 0/0. I have network IP addresses for them, 192, or I will just go for 192 series, 192.168, 1.0 network /24. Then here I am using 192.168.2.0/24. Here I am using 192.168.3.0/24, and here I am using 192.168.4.0/24. This is my IP addresses and subnet mask. Let's configure them first. The same thing we have here. This is network 1, network 2, network 3, network 4. Let's I will divide them into networks. This is my network 1. This is my network 2. Then I have network 3 here. Okay, I have second network here. From here. Okay, interface, you can remember the interface. This is my interface. Okay, for them I want to give IP address. For example, here I am giving 192.168.1.1. here I am using 1.2, 1.3. this side I am using 192.168.2.1, and this side I am using 192.168.2.2, 192.168.3.1, 192.168.3.2 router I am using here. Here I am using 192.168.4.1, and for this PCs I am using IP address 4.2, 4.3. These are the things I have: 4.2, 4.3, 2.1, sorry 1.2, 1.3 IP address for gigabyte interface. For this interface I have IP address which is 2.1. For this I have 2.2. Here I have 3.1, 3.2 and 0/0 to 4.1. Let's configure this. Router 1 I am using CLI mode. I am just configuring this router now. No command, enable configuration terminal, host name R1, router 1 I am using. Okay, now I am using interface gigabyte 0/0 IP address. Now for 0/0, what IP address we have? 2.1. Then 192.168.2.1, 255.255.255.0 is my subnet mask, and no shutdown command. Simple. Then I want to go for a different interface gigabyte 0/1 IP address command, 192.168.1.1, 255.255.255.0, no shutdown command. Now you can see here I am not able to, sorry, I am able to configure my this interface. Router is configuration is done. I will just save the configuration. Do write configuration will get saved. Now I am going to use router 2. Here I have two interface, gigabyte 0/0, gigabyte 0/1. Then you can use here CLI no enable configuration terminal. Okay, I am using the host name R2 here. Okay, then after that I have to add the interface IP address, interface gigabyte 0/0. Now for gigabyte 0/0, what IP address we have? 0/0 2.2. Then I am using here IP add 192.168.2.2, 255.255.255.0. This is my subnet mask, and no shutdown command. No shutdown, port is up. Now I want to go for another interface gigabyte 0/1. Okay, for that interface what IP address we have? 3.1. Then I am just configuring this IP address here, IP address 192.168.3.1, 255.255.255.0, no shutdown command, port is up. Save the configuration. I save it. Now I want to go for router 3. No enable configuration terminal. In configuration terminal I am going to add host name R3, then interface gigabyte 0/0. For that what IP address I have? 0/0 192.168.4.1. then I am adding here IP address 192.168.4.1, 255.255.255.0, no shutdown command. Now I have second interface gigabyte 0/1 IP address. Then what IP address I have to use here? 0/1 I am using 192.168.3.2. then 192.168.3.2, 255.255.255.0, no shutdown command. Exit, do WR. Configuration is saved. Now I have to configure my machines. For machines I am going desktop IP configuration 192.168.1.2, 255.255.255.0, 192.168.1.1, 1 is my gateway. Okay, then after that I have this router, desktop IP configuration, desktop 192.168.1.3, 192.168.1.1 is my gateway. For this machine 4.2 is my IP address. Then desktop IP configuration 192.168.4.2, 192.168.4.1 is my gateway. Here desktop IP configuration 192.168.4.3, 4.1 is my gateway. Now my basic IP address topology configuration is done here. You can see my topology configuration is done. Now I want to check the connectivity. I will check first my network 1 connectivity within whole network, and desktop command prompt I am using ping command here. I want to check I am able to communicate with router or not. And what is my router IP address? 192.168.1.1. This is my router IP address, right, for this interface, and I will use here 1.1. I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate. Now I want to check I am able to communicate in my second machine or not. 1.3 I am able to communicate. Yes, that means my this network is working properly. Now I want to check for this network, command prompt ping 192.168.4.1 is my gateway. I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate for that machine. 4.3 I am able to my client machine. Yes, that means in my own network of 4.0 I am able to communicate, right. 4.0 I am able to communicate. 1.0 also I am able to communicate. Now I want to check between this network, this circle network 2.0. In this internal network I am able to communicate. For that I will use the router. On router I will use n command ping 192.168.2.1. I am able to communicate. Yes, 2.1 I am able to communicate. 2.2 I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate with 2.2 also. I want to check I am able to communicate 3.1. No, I am not able to communicate with 3.1 because this is different network, right. From this router I will check for 3 network, ping 192.168.3.1 I am able to communicate. Yes, and 3.2 I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate 3.1, 3.2. Now I want to check from this router I am able to communicate with 2.1 or 3.2. Ping 192.168.2.1 I am able to communicate. Yes, and ping 3.2 I am able to communicate. Yes. Now you can see here I am able to communicate here to here, here to here. These all things are working properly. In my internal network I am able to communicate, but from here to here I am not able to communicate. You can see if I am pinging 192.168.4.1 network, I am not able to ping. My packets are coming back from where? My router. My router is not able to send packet outside. Why? Because we did not configure any routing yet. That's why we have to configure the static routing. But here we are not using the previous way. Here we are using different way for static routing. It is default gateway or default routing. It is what? Default routing. Now for default routing what we are using? See, in default routing you have to go to the router, configuration terminal, and you have to mention the default route. Like for example, I am not aware about where is my destination. I am not aware about where is my destination. I will just use command IP route default route. I have 0.0.0.0 network. This is my default route. If I don't know a if I don't know my destination, then I will use 0.0.0.0. Subnet mask I will use 255.255.255.0. okay. Then I will use here gateway. Gateway must be important because my packets will go from here. Okay, this router gateway is what? 2.2. 192.168.2.2 is my gateway. Let's check it is working. Yes, it is working. Now I will go for the second router. Here I will not use second machine. Now I will use second router. Here on second router I will use configuration terminal IP route 0.0.0.0 default gateway 0.0 default gateway subnet mask I am using 255.255.255.0. Now for this router have two gateways. This one is gateway and this side I have one gateway. Then I have to mention both gateways. Then first gateway I have 2.1. Then add that 2.1 here. 192.168.2.1 is my gateway, and second I have again IP route 0.0.0. If I am not aware about destination network, then destination subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Now I will try to use my second gateway. You can see second gateway is 0.1 3.2 192.168.3.2 is my second gateway. This is default route method we have to use, and on this router we have configuration terminal IP route. I don't know destination network. In destination I will use default route 0.0.0.0 default route subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and gateway from here. What is my gateway? Gigabyte 0/1 interface is my gateway, this interface. Okay, then 3.1 is my gateway here, 192.168.3.1. now I added the routes here. I want to check the connectivity. I will go to the machine. I will ping now, ping 192.168.1.1. yes, I am able to ping 2.1. I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate with 2.1 also. 2.2 I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate with 2.2 also. .1 I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate with 3.1. Here one packet is going down, one packet is up. That means link is not properly stable. Okay, then I have to go for the 3.2. I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate now all networks with the only one entry. With the help of only one entry. It is default route, but default route is not safe because anyone can use default route and they can ping to your network. That's why I use proper routing, static routing method. I have to go for 4.1 now. Yes, I am able to communicate with 4.1 and 4.2 I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate with 4.2 also. 4.3 first packet will go drop, other packets will get up. I am able to communicate with 4.3 also. You can see now I am able to communicate from here to here. Now from this machine I want to try command prompt ping 192.168.1.1. I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate directly in that network. 1.2 I am able to communicate. Yes, I am able to communicate. 2.1 first packet will get fail, other will get up. Okay, I am able to communicate. They are initializing the link, that's why they are dropping these packets. 3.1 I am able to communicate. First packet will get fail, other second will get up. Okay, yes. Now this is how we can configure the basic default routing we have. Okay, now Now I'm configuring third network for third type of static routing configuration. Router 1, router 2, router 3. Now here I'm connecting directly my desktops. Let's see. Gigabyte 0/0 to gigabyte 0/0, gigabyte 0/1 to gigabyte 0/1. Now that is depend on you which interface you choose. Okay, gigabyte 0/1 to PC 0, gigabyte 0/0 to PC 0. These are the interfaces I have. Now let's give the IP address. For example, this is my 1.0.0.0/8. Okay, here I have 2.0.0.0/8. Here I have 3.0.0.0/8, and here I have 4.0.0.0/8. Let's configure the IP addresses. Desktop 1.0.0.2, 1.0.0.1 is my gateway. Here I have 4.2, 4.0.0.2, 4.0.0.1 is my gateway. Okay, now here we will get the error. You can see now. Configuration CLI, no. Enable configuration terminal. Okay, I have IP address here. Sorry, host name branch 1 B1, IP interface gigabyte 0/0, IP address 2.0.0.1, 255.0.0.0. No shutdown, we don't have any error right now. Then interface gigabyte 0/1, IP add 1.0.0.1, 255.0.0.0. Okay, we don't have any error, not which is up now. You can see this network is up my. This is my 0/1, this is my 0/0. Now I want to go for this router. I have two interface 0/0, 0/1. Here we have 20.2, 30.1. No. Enable configuration terminal, host name branch 2, IP interface gigabyte 0/0, IP address 2.0.0.2, 255.0.0.0. No shutdown command. Now second interface gigabyte 0/1, IP address 3.0.0.1, 255.0.0.0. No shutdown command. Exit. Now I will go for the last router. Here I have 0/1, 0/0. 0/1 is 30.2, 0/1 is 4.1. No. Enable configuration T, host name branch 3, IP interface gigabyte 0/0, IP address 4.0.0.1, 255.0.0.0. No shutdown. Now I have second interface 0/1, IP add 3.0.0.2, 255.0.0.0. No shutdown. Okay, exit. Now you can see I just configured all IP address and my network is configured. Now I want to again configure the static routing, and which static routing I am using? Default static routing. Okay, in that default static routing, what I am using, see here, for this router, this is my gateway. For this router, this is my gateway and this is my gateway. For this router, this is my gateway. Okay, then now let's configure router 1. Exit, IP route. Okay, destination network I don't know. Then 0.0.0.0. Destination subnet mask I don't know. 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0 you can use it, but gateway I know because I know what is where I connected. Then for this router 22.2 is my gateway. Then I'm using 2.2, 2.0.0.2 I am using as a gateway. This is first option I can use it, or either I can use directly gigabyte 0/0. See now, default route without gateway is not point-to-point interface. Okay, it is not point-to-point, that's why it's not allowing, but we can use it. Then 2.0.0.2 is my gateway. Here I did not mention destination subnet mask and destination gateway. Instead of that, I will just mention what? Destination default subnet mask and default gateway. Default IP address is what? 0.0.0.0 and subnet mask is what? 0.0.0.0. But I want gateway. Same thing here. I have two entries here. IP route 0.0.0.0, subnet mask 0.0.0.0, but I have gateways. 2.0.0.1 is my gateway. Okay, and second I have 3.2. 3.2 is my gateway. For this router, this is gateway, right? And this is gateway. This is 3.1, 3.2. 3.2 is my gateway. Now for this router, 3.1 is my gateway. IP route 0.0.0, I don't know. 0.0. Destination subnet mask I don't know, but gateway I know. What is my gateway? 3.1 is my gateway. 3.0.0.1 done, but I have to use a full command, route. Okay, now I will just ping from here to here, they will start working. Okay, you can see now I'm taking packets from here to here, it is working. First will get failed. Again we will try. It fail. It is time. Successful done. Here to here, successful done. Here to here, it is going in progress. They are creating route, that's why it is taking time. Okay, it's working now. Here to here I am working. Yes, it is going. You can see now I am able to communicate from here to here successfully. My packets are sending. Yes, it is going. Here to here it is. It will take time. This is I configure the static routing. Okay, we will stop here.